So in part one of this short course, we covered strategy. But if filming, editing, and posting content still feels overwhelming, you don't need more motivation because you're already watching this video. You need to steal the exact system that I use to take myself from being in the same position that you're in right now to being able to post consistently and comfortably every single day. And it's allowed me to grow from 0 to 10,000 followers in less than a couple of months. Let's look at some of these old videos of mine. I would spend hours setting everything up, writing my script, stressing about the shot, and then deliver the most uninspiring performance ever caught on camera. If we look to introduce any new products, it's either come from, I guess, our own assumptions and research or from... I think one of the biggest shifts that I've noticed even in the last 12 months has been probably the rise of creator-led brands or having... I would honestly refilm the same line 10 times because I couldn't spit it out. And then I'd try and edit one short video and it would take me 2 hours to sift through all the takes and come up with something that literally no one was watching. And I kept telling myself that the problem was discipline. And a huge part of it is, you need to stick at this for as long as it takes. But the main roadblock was the workflow. There was no structure. So every video felt like such a giant mountain to climb just to get it posted. In this video, I'm giving you the exact system that I built to post better content much faster. This is part 2 of my 4-part short course on how to master content in 2025. And starts with planning. Number 1 is write your script out 1 sentence per line. This sounds simple because it is, but it changes everything. 1 sentence equals 1 shot. If you mess up, you're not reshooting the whole monologue, just that 1 line. It also helps you deliver your pacing better because you can pause, you can punch lines, you can stay in flow. I've learned this from hundreds of hours of solo filming. And if you look at my day 13 in my series on Instagram, it's still one of my best performing videos because I'm talking about this structure. Number 2 is use a shot list. You can't just wing it when you film. Every line should have a visual, an angle, a purpose. I use a mixture of Notion and Google Sheets to keep everything organized. And for this example, we will continue using my sheets and the free template I've created. The trick is to work your way down the sheet and batch every single shot that you want together. Use a color coding system so you know what to film and when, and then map out your B-roll sections. When everything's planned to this degree, shooting becomes much simpler and it's so much quicker. Number 3 is batch your workflow. You don't want to set up a camera every single day and film something new. Now, sometimes I do this, but you have a business to run, you have commitments to make. It's not going to work with your day-to-day. To be honest, it's probably the fastest way to burn out and lose interest. So what I do with myself and my clients sometimes is we separate everything. Monday is scripting, Tuesday we shoot, and Wednesday is editing day. Now you can do this any way you want, but you can see that you can bang out 3 to 5 videos in one sitting easily by changing the scenes and changing the clothes. But to make this work, everything needs to be planned and ready to roll. That's why I have my shot list and scripting set out the way that I do. Number 4 is the 3-take rule. Now, this is a rule that saved me countless hours. And if you're a perfectionist, then it will save your sanity. Every time I hit record, I give myself 3 takes max, then I pick the best one and I move on. Now, sometimes if I really stuff up and I can't move the camera or change scenes, then I will go over, but you really want to aim to 3 or less. You'll perform better, you'll stop being pedantic, and you'll shoot way faster. And for me, because I do all my own edits, it's so much quicker now because I know I only have to sift through a short amount of footage to find the right line. Number 5 is build a B-roll library. Now, this is something that separates the best brands and creators. B-roll adds so much depth to every piece of content you create. Now, you don't need to do it for every video, but you'll see the difference it makes when you're trying to tell a story or you're using an educational piece. Make a folder of assets as big as you can. Footage of your product, packaging, behind the scenes, everything you do day to day. That is going to be your visual cheat code. And now if you do this, you can start to repurpose your old content. You can do voiceover with B-rolls. You open up so many new formats without physically sitting down and filming new videos consistently. So what's the final point? Content is hard to get right, and anyone that tells you it's not is lying to you. But how it becomes much easier, and for those who have found success, is by having this exact system in place where you get to follow a clear process. And instead of wondering how to shoot something, how to find the time, and what it will look like, you invest that little bit of extra effort before you sit down and turn the camera on, and that will far outweigh anything else that you could possibly do. In part 3, I will show you how I edit my content for viral retention step by step. So subscribe if you want to see that, or check the link below if you want to work one-on-one together.